is where it all this is where it all happened.
I can be your everything. Will you be my everything?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tina here, and if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that bell so that way you're notified every time I upload a video. And by today's title, you guys can see that this video is going to be obviously a little embarrassing, but I'm willing to share it with you guys. So yeah, it's a time of when I got into my first fight and she pulled my wig off. Okay, so if you guys want to hear this interesting, funny, embarrassing story about me, then please keep watching and let's get straight into the video. So as you guys already know, I'm not going to be using the people's names. I'm just going to use Nelly and Jessica. Those are the two girls. So yeah. So me, Nelly, and Jessica, we were all friends. And we had a class together in middle school. Because this was like my first fight and it was in middle school. I was a 7th grader and they were both in the 8th grade. And so we were all friends and we had a choir class together. And we would always hang out. It was always fun and everything like that. We never really hung out outside of school, but we would hang out inside school, like, you know, and everything like that. And Nelly and Jessica, they were best friends, like they were really close, and I was just like a friend to them, like to both of them, like, you know what I mean? So yeah. So after a while, Nelly and Jessica's friendship was like basically going down and everything like that, because Nelly started to lie to Jessica, like, and like hide stuff from her and not tell her the truth about things. So they ended up basically not being best friends anymore. Like, they just stopped, like, completely and everything like that. And I can admit that I wasn't it's not that I wasn't close to Nelly, but I was just more close to Jessica, like, you know. So I started to hang out with Jessica more and like listen to Jessica and like everything like that, like, you know. I was in middle school and I remember I had these other group of friends. It was 3 of them. I'm not going to say any names, but it was 3 of them, and it was me. And one time we were hanging out at lunch, and so Nelly had told me something one day, and this was me being messy, like, you know. I was younger then or whatever, and I was in middle school, so I was just being messy. But anyways, what happened? Okay, we were at lunch and Nelly had told me something about one of them, and I ran my mouth and kind of told them or whatever. So yeah. So and then one day at lunch, I told them, and then all 3 of us go up to Nelly. And well, all 4 of us, because it was 3 plus me, it was 4. So all 4 of us go up to Nelly, and Nelly's sitting down with her boyfriend. And basically, like, we're sitting there, like, they were sitting there. Hold on. Okay, so like we all went up to her, and they're like, okay, so yeah, like, I heard you were saying this and this and about us, like, you know, like, and they're like, Christina told, like, you know, like, Christina told. And then I look at Nelly and I'm just like, no, I didn't. Like, I didn't tell him that. Like, you know, like, what the heck? So anyways, long story short, we ended up leaving because she was with her boyfriend. Like, you know, we just left her alone, whatever. And Nelly was like still, like, you know, like, cool with me. She was okay, like, you know, like, whatever. So like I said, Nelly and Jessica, they stopped being best friends, and I started to become Jessica's best friend. And we started calling each other best friend, and like, I guess Nelly didn't like that. And then to top it off too, I had a class with Nelly's sister, and I used to talk about Nelly, like, you know, like, I was just messy. So I guess you can say I deserved what I had coming to me, okay? But that's more at the end of the story, you know. But anyways, I had a class with Nelly's sister, and I would talk about Nelly and everything like that. And of course, that's her sister, so of course she's gonna go back to her and go tell her, like, you know, like, if somebody was talking about my sister, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna tell my sister, because, like, yeah, you know, it just, whatever. Anyways, so, excuse me, I'm like really congested right now, and it's probably making my voice sound like really, really bad, but it's okay. So anyways, one day I was in choir class with Jessica and Nelly was sitting right behind me, and she gave me a note, that said basically like she didn't like me and that she wanted to fight me. And then she came up to me and she told me that she was just kidding and that she loved me or whatever, like, you know, like how friends tell each other like they love them or whatever. She's like, I'm just kidding, like I love you or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know, like I'm in the clear, like, you know, you don't want to fight me, whatever. So yeah, that was a lie, because I guess she found out that I was talking about her, or I don't really know exactly why she like really wanted to like legit fight me, but I'm very sure it was because I was talking about her. So I mean, that's what happens when you talk about somebody, they want to fight you because you're running your mouth too much, and that was me when I was younger. So yeah. So I forgot which period I was in, like what class I was in, but I'm walking out and I could have went this way or that way, and I went, oh, excuse me, I went around back and coming like through the middle, and Nellie walks up to me and she says, oh my gosh, excuse me, she says, can I talk to you? And I was just like, yeah, sure. And this is where it all happened. Oh my gosh. Should I even tell you guys right now? Oh my gosh. I think it's funny and it's so embarrassing, like, oh my god. And my nose getting on my nerves, bro. I'm so congested. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I needed to blow my nose because it was just irritating me. But yeah, so this is where it all happened. She asked me if she can talk to me, and when she asked to talk to me, I said, yeah, what is it? And she just completely socked me in my face. Like, she legit just like socked me. And after that, I was kind of like in shock, because like, not really in shock, but I was just like, okay, like, did she just sock me in my face? Like, what the heck? So, and then it was my first fight, or whatever. Like, she socked me, and I like basically kind of like pushed her. And after I pushed her, she went for my hair, of course, and it wasn't my hair. I'm sorry, you guys. I think it's funny. Like, it wasn't my hair, so like when she pulled it, the whole entire thing just like came off. And she looked at it and she's like she looked at it and then she's like, what the heck, like, you know. And then she like put it down, and then she grabbed my real hair, and then we started to fight. And so no, I don't know who like swung this way, swung that way. She hit me, I was hitting her. There was no like blood, neither one of us made each other bleed. The fight wasn't that bad. But I remember when somebody was pulling me off of her, and like I swung the wrong way, and like this hand right here, I believe it was this hand, it was like all swollen, and it was just like bad. So, and then of course when I get called up to the office, guess what gets brought up to the office to me? Yes, my wig. One of the proctors came up to the office and brought me my wig. Like, you could have left that outside. You could have threw it away. It just got pulled off of me. Like, I don't want it. Like, oh my god, you guys. It was so freaking embarrassing. It's like when you're young, you always have those one friends that are not really your friends, and you ask them something and they tell you to do it, but I feel like they tell you to do it only because they know it's not right, or like they want to laugh at you when something happens, like, you know. Because I had two friends that I asked, I told them about my wig, and I asked them, I was like, oh yeah, should I wear it to school or whatever, and they were like telling me yes and like laughing at the same time. So like I was just like, okay, like whatever. And like, of course, me being the way I was or whatever, like I listened and I wore it to school. And one day when I wore it to school, because I don't know if it was the first day I wore it to school or like maybe the second day or whatever, but I think I was wearing it for a while already. But anyways, yeah, one day when I happened to wear it to school, it got pulled off because I got into a fight. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this embarrassing story time of me of when I got my wig pulled off / my first fights in middle school. So if you guys enjoyed, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.